before I change my mind. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So I'm coming to you live from the Woman CEO channel on December 30th. We are right at the end of 2023. And, this is just an idea that I got to do something a little different. And before I go into telling you about this bright idea of mine or who I am, well, my name is on the screen underneath the web. But before I really start talking about me, let me just share why I'm doing this. Right now we are so inundated in this internet world, in this tech world, with everything coming at us about AI and the economy and so forth. I wanted to just create a space, if you will, for us as women, where we could come together, not for a master class, not for a webinar, not for you to join my membership, but just a place where like-minded women could meet up and talk about the things that's important to us when it comes to this digital marketing, this online business, this digital nomading journey. Okay. Um, even the images that we see all across Instagram and everywhere about being a digital nomad. Once upon a time, it was, the person with the backpack, you know, living pillar to post. Now everybody is on a beach, working from a beach, with the behind with water, and we all see the same things. I don't have to explain all that. But digital nomading is really just living wherever it is you want to live. In that particular moment, you may want to spend, 6 months somewhere and in 6 months somewhere else. Um, I happen to love city life, so I tend to go to a lot of cities. Not that I don't love the water and all those other shots too, because I love the island life as well. It's just that I can't swim yet. It's on my bucket list. But the point is for you to be able to create whatever it is you want, create the lifestyle that you want, and not to try to recreate just what you're seeing. Okay. Even with Woman CEO and the Launch Accelerator program, you'll hear me say often that it's not about, you know, giving you uh, the, um, the roadmap, if you will, of what to do to make money, but it's giving you the framework so that you can take your own vision and make that work, not to recreate what somebody else is doing, but to find what truly, truly works for you. That's it. So, in this endeavor, I have a lot of topics in mind that I think would be beneficial to all of us, but I'm open, bring the topics on, the things that come top of mind to me at the end of 2023 is how AI is going to affect us as solopreneurs, how it can really propel us. So I would like to have a lot of our topics really talking about how to use automation, how to use digital marketing and technology so that it's really working for us to do what it is we want it to do. So I would love to delve deeper into those conversations. Money matters, of course. Um, I would love to talk about the challenges and the intricacies of making online money and how the currency conversions and the taxation and all that. Like, let's get into some real substantive, open discussion. Okay. Um, I would love to talk about how what digital nomading looks like for single women, what digital nomading looks like for women with kids, for families, and so forth. If digital nomading is your goal, or is actually relocating outside of the U.S., which brings me to many of you may um, know who I am or reference who I am by way of a video that I did for with Christiane Wright, who is the founder of Blacksit Global. Because many of you know me from my international insurance business, which, by the way, if you go to arnithaweb.com and you need to buy international insurance, you can still click and self-service and go ahead and buy your insurance. But, I have moved into another direction with forming Women CEO with this last couple of months. And I've spent pretty much the largest chunk of 2023 outside of the US. I've been in many countries this year. I'm actually, as I'm talking to you this evening, I'm in London. Um, but again, many of you know that I've veered away from doing the international insurance full time. But that doesn't mean I'm not open to answering your questions in this forum where that is concerned as well. So, what do I really want you to know? I really want you to know that this is a safe space for us. Let's really delve into the conversations that you want to talk about. And there's going to be times where I will definitely share screen because I'm just thinking about questions and things that have come up. A lot of times you may want to know some real how to things. And I'm a techie at heart. So there may be times where, yeah, we may just go on and I'm sharing my screen and I'm really like walking through um, how to use, um, um, some SaaS platform or our AI tool or whatever it is. Like let's go deep. We'll go as deep as you want to go, depending on who joins in and which directions the topic go. I want you to treat this like um, I used to do this brunch um, called Diva-ish when I had my home in Las Vegas, and it was women only, invite only. You could bring one guest because I wanted to keep it with smart, intelligent, women, and where we can really form some connections. And so this is sort of my virtual diva-ish women's group, if you will. Okay. So the conversations, I want you to treat it like, we're at the dining room table, we're in the kitchen, and we're empowering each other. Okay. With the focus of creating the lifestyles that we want and how online tools and resources are going to help us do that, because the time that we're in right now, I haven't seen before. I don't know about you, but I have not seen a time like this. And you've probably already heard me say that we're living in like a social economic environment now, which we are. So there's really nothing that you can't do, that we can't do. Okay, individually, collectively, um, and that's a whole topic right there, individually, collectively, right? Because a lot of times we are doing far too much individually. I even struggle sometimes with using the term solopreneur. Solopreneur for me, though, means just you have less than 10 people. I mean, less than 10 people on your team. It doesn't mean it's just you, yourself, and you, because that way of doing things is so counterproductive and counter to how things should be, that sometimes I even struggle using that word. So, if some collaborations and partnerships even form out of us being in, on the Women CEO channel and connecting and you coming in to talk, that's awesome. That's awesome. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Okay. Um, I don't really expect today, December 30th, for anybody to really join in because I did no marketing really. I think I put out two reels, which, by the way, Christopher is here. And Christopher, thankfully, is, like if people came in and was on a chat or whatever, he was here to take care of all that for me. He's no longer, a little boy. He's a young man now, and he is definitely my partner in crime when it comes to these endeavors. But I don't really expect anyone to come in tonight. I just want you to know that as we slide our way into 2024, if you run across this video, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe so that you know when I'm going live. Subscribe. Let me rephrase that. Subscribe so that you know when we are going live. Okay, it's not a me thing. It's an us thing. It's a we thing. Okay, um, and come with an open mind. Come with your notes. Come with your questions. Come with your own recommendations, solutions, and just come with an open mind so that we can figure some things out together so that we can learn together. We can make this a learning, sharing, giving environment. Okay. And can you imagine if we meet up again here this time next year and we have connected and grown online businesses and we're all each sharing from each other, buying from each other, supporting each other? Wouldn't that be amazing? Because we can actually create that in 12 months. We can create that. Okay. So if this can be a catalyst to that, just opening up a open discussion kind of live streaming forum, so be it. Which brings another point to mind. If you have any suggestions for guests, because I'm imagining that as we get into some topics, there are people that I certainly have in mind that I would want to bring onto the live discussion as experts in different areas, and I'm open to your suggestions as well. Okay. So, because again, it's not a me thing, it's a we thing. Okay. So that being said, I will hope that you run across this video. Hope that you have a safe um, New Year's Eve. Let's look forward to a prosperous, healthy 2024. Okay. And I'm not putting out a schedule, if you will. So I'm not saying, oh, every Sunday, every Saturday, or what have you. You have to subscribe to the channel. You'll see how we're gonna form this out. You'll get the notifications if you're a subscriber of every time that we're going to be live. And I think women move the needle. I think we can do anything. So come together with me and let's see where this idea goes. Okay. All righty. So I'm on Ether Web, signing off. Happy New Year.